Hello everyone and welcome back to the Feed the Steve server. So in the last episode, I can't actually remember what we did. I think I went over a few other changes. I added a fluid transposer and a magma crucible recently because there's, glowstone, energized glowstone, but I don't know how to get this out. And yeah, I really want to. So I'm energizing some glowstone, and this has got a really funny texture, or weird. So what have I done since the last episode? Well, I have changed this into a reinforced portable tank, so this can now hold 32 buckets worth of fluid. There's a sear tank in there, and of course the button setup is normal. I made myself a different sword, but I haven't got enough materials to upgrade it to be better than the shimmering pink at the moment, and that's pretty much all the changes in Tinker's construct. Just quickly go down to here. What else has changed down here? Nothing much else has changed. I think in the last episode we went to the Nether and sorted out this actually. So yeah, this is still going. We have more tanks going into 2 magmatic dynamos now, and we have 2 hardened energy cells with hardened energy conduits, which can, actually hold all of the power that these are outputting. So yay, well done. And this is going to be my power tower when I sort it out. So yeah, I'm going to have a bunch more of these stacked on top of each other. So I'll just have a nice big battery storage. I might actually make a battery room, which will be nice, but I've replaced everything. This is still going. I might upgrade this setup later. We still have a basic storage and sorting system, so I might upgrade this again later on. It's just something to think about. That's still going. Any more changes? Okay. So I set up the XP farm again. And the reason why I've done this is because I was fed up of having it all in that box over there. And I've sorted out a few things. Actually, no. Wait, was this here last time? I think I'd done the floors, but not the walls. So I can't remember what I'd done. Okay, so whatever. I've got nice kind of looking walls now. I don't know if that was in the last episode. My XP drain is filling into this large open blocks tank, which will hold all of my experience, but obviously it's being pumped out, not into the bottler, because this has no bottles and I've used up all my XP. But it's being pumped into this auto enchantment table, so it's not quite full on XP yet. I want to get really high level enchantments because I want a really fast haste, so I can put that on my boots again. And I don't know if this is actually working quite as well as I want it to. And there goes my sister to giving me a text. Thank you very much. So I've set up my essence berry bushes in this kind of area here as an automated kind of experience farm when I'm, around. So what I have underneath is, well, underneath these, let me show you. I have autonomous activators, and each one of these is set to first slot only, like right click with, or use the first slot only or something. Okay, why isn't this pulling out? I need to investigate. Oh no, do that. Thank you very much. Oh, that was close. So it's going to try and export something differently. I can't remember how I set this up. But either way, it's right clicking these, it's going into there, but why isn't this being pulled out? Let me just check. Is that the same? Okay, I thought I installed pneumatic servos on all of these. Why aren't they pulling out? On that, whitelist berry, okay. So, why are these on high? These should be set to low. That's probably why. Why? These have a tendency to change themselves for no apparent reason. So if I set these all to low, it should start exporting and pulling out these. Please. There we go. So I had this set up slightly wrong. So this didn't have an input. So if I right click on this, now it's activating the concentrated essence berry, or it should be activating them. There we go. It's getting all the stacks, and that's going into the vacuum hopper, or it should be going into the vacuum hopper. See, it's trying to use it at the same time. Wow, that's a lot of essence berries. My god. So it should be activating, going into this vacuum hopper, which stores experience there, automatically being sucked out with this fluid duct because the vacuum hopper converts it into liquid experience, and then filling up this tank, and it is! Hey, it's filling up this tank! Oh, experience drain. Whoops, my bad. And that should be filling up this, which is also full now. So yes, it works. Okay, I made a boo-boo. Things changed. It was working when I tested it a couple days ago when I actually made it, but that's weird. But now, yeah, the automated experience farm is working. So I don't need these around. Bop, 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 and bop. But I can't be close to this thing, I think. Yeah. So if I'm too close, because what this does is it kind of activates it. And it kind of does it in an area or something. So if I'm too close, it will give me the experience automatically instead of being sucked into the vacuum hopper. And so, yeah. So there's my experience farm. And it works. Yeah, so I don't no longer have to grind and do all these things and then stand on this drain. I mean, I can donate to this storage tank by standing on the drain. If I wanted to. And, you know, it works fine. But now I can do level 30 enchantments with these bookshelves and just, you know, all that jazz. So, yes, it works. That's my experience farm. The Alberry farm hasn't changed very much. I just changed out a few of these things. And I'm going to automate this eventually. So I'm going to have more autonomous activators and go along and, you know, automatically harvest things. My Ender Lily seeds are, 86%, doing well. Anyways, those are the changes since the last episode. Well, I've got one more, which we'll go into now. So if you'll look, we have Ground Thought and a Thaumic room. And that's what I'm going to go into now, because Foundcraft is a huge-ass mod. And I have my Thaumic on here. How you get this is you make yourself a wand of some kind and then right-click a bookshelf, and it'll turn into the Thaumic. I also have a Thaumometer or something like that. And you... I didn't really realise I could get that. So yeah, I've discovered some new research. Woo! Can I do it with these? No, I don't have all the knowledge. But let's go down and have a look at the... Let me eat this as well. Let's go down and have a look at the room. So, whoosh. It's just a room. Oh my... There. Okay, when I was building this room, there was a slight bit of latency. So, let me just go and get some planks and fix that annoying bug that was happening. Where it wouldn't place my... Let me just leave a few in there. But it wouldn't place my blocks. Anyways, I've never used Foundcraft before, so I'm probably going to be terrible at it, and I'm going to make mistakes, and you'll have to be patient with me, I guess, because, yeah, like I said, I'm not very good at it. This is the first time I've experienced it. I need to find all these aspects, and it's kind of difficult because, you know, I don't know the order, and I don't know what I've kind of researched, or I don't know the way to go, but apparently, whoa, I didn't want to do that. Apparently, it's good to research this first, but I need scribing tools and paper to get this research note. So let's try and go that way. So if I right click this, I've got all these other things that I can go into. Ooh, Golemancy looks fun. I have no idea what this is. Wow. Thaumic tinkering, cool. Ooh. Got quite a few things to look into. So I want to get some research expertise and then probably node tapping after that when I get a wand. I've already got 2 wands, but I didn't build them, so I'll build my own wand later on. So let's scribing tools. Let's kind of figure out how to make those. Bloody zombies. Okay, so scribing tools. I need some dye, a glass file, and a feather. So glass isn't really hard to come across. Let me just get 1, 2, 3 of these. Go in here. There we go. Oh, that's a glass bottle. I need a glass file. How do you make those? And a block of clay. Okay, easy enough. Bricks. Whoop. There we go. Ooh, 8 of those. Nice. So, do I have any black dyes or ink sacs? I've got plenty of feathers, or I should have in here somewhere. Out of all the zombies I've killed, none of them have dropped feathers. God, I need to go kill some chickens. Okay then, so I killed a couple of squids and 1 chicken, and it gave me 5 feathers, so wow, that's a very generous chicken. They don't usually give that many. So I needed to put an ink sac down, a glass file, and a feather. And there's my scribing tools. So I needed, what did I need to do? I needed a piece of paper, didn't I? So I'm going to open my Thaumic, and if I click to get a research note, yay, I get a research note. And how do I use this? And there goes an email from my stepdad. I have no idea how to use this research note. So, okay, so apparently I need to make 2 tables. I've already made 1. So there's 2 tables. I am going to go down into my Foundcraft room just in case, because this is dead confusing. This doesn't tell me a damn thing of what to do. It's pretty annoying, actually, that I have to kind of work all this out for myself, look at the wiki, but you know, it's kind of fun that I need to do all this as well. I'm not complaining. It might seem like it, but where can I put my research station? I'll just pop them here for now. And apparently, I need to get some scribing tools and go boop, and there we go. Hey, I used it up my scribing tools. No. It's supposed to be this way. Can I pick this up? Oh, okay. So I need to do it again. Okay, so that's fine. So let me just pop these down again and go pop pop, and then nope, that's the meat. So now if I right click on this and get my research note and put that in there, I have not discovered this yet, and I have not discovered that yet. So I need to go out and scan more things with my thermometer. So let's go and do that. The only problem is I have no idea what I'm supposed to be scanning, so this might take a while. This episode is going to be a pain in the butt. I found an aura node here. So if I scan that, I should get a couple of good research points. So it's a normal node, and I got some fire aspect, or Ignis aspect, which is nice. Hey, I need to find a bunch more of these. Okay, so I've been doing some scanning, and I think I have every single aspect you need, or I actually don't know what they're called. Let me scan something. Wood. Okay, so okay, I think I've just got every research point, you know, what you can get in, the base ones anyway. Like everything I scan from now on, I should be able to gain something in. So let's see what a sign gives me. So yeah, it gives me, oh, I can't scan these. Now what about glass? Yeah, so I have pretty much every base element scanned. So everything I scan from now on is either going to be a base element or a compound, which is made up of those kind of base elements. And yeah, so I can discover everything if I haven't already got it. And I'm going to go through a quick tutorial, I think. How am I going to do this? Okay, so I've gone into a single player world just temporarily so I can show you exactly the order in which you can find every base aspect and a couple more extras so that you can then start scanning everything. And it's the order I generally went in. I mean, I scanned a few other things in order to kind of, you know, get my bearings, and then I kind of worked out what you need. So first off, you need to make obviously your Thauminomicon and your thermometer. So I don't really need the Thauminomicon at the moment, so I can get rid of that. And secondly, you're going to start off with a torch to give you your first aspect. So place the torch down and then scan it. And that will discover us Lux. Nice basic kind of thing. After that, you can throw down some cobblestone. Scan that, which gives us Saxum. Thirdly, you'll want to throw down some coal, so you can just pop that on the floor and you can scan the item like that, which will give us Potentia. Nice! And the next one's going to be kind of difficult for some people if you haven't dug down already, but luckily I had bedrock available at the bottom of my base, so if you scan some bedrock, it will give us some vacuous, or vacuous, whatever. So you can see we've already got a bunch of base elements, and we've discovered a bunch of more things. It's generally kind of nice. The next step is a bit more finicky, because if you don't know how to do it, then you'll get stuck like I did. So you'll want to make a table, put your scribing tools on the table, right click it, and you can see all these aspects that you've discovered right here. You'll want to click on Aqua and Terra, and then you can combine them by pressing this button here, and it'll give us Victus, which is a new kind of thing. Yeah, it's a new, I don't know what these called, research aspect, I guess. Once you've got that, you can move on to seeds, so which is why I have these seeds here. So if I look at these, I can discover, what is it, granum, isn't it? It says, yeah, it's granum. So I've got some granum now, which is nice. Now I need to get the next set of items that you need to scan in and do all your jazzy stuff with. So after seeds, you will want to go for grass, which gives us herbia. And then after herbia, you can move on to any wooden block. So I've got some wooden planks here. I think it'll work on any other log or whatever you've got laying around. Let's see if this works. So yep, we discover arbor with any wooden kind of plank, which is nice. And once that's done, we can move on to a trapdoor. You don't need to place this. You can just chuck it on the floor and then scan it, which gives us our Motus. So you can see how we're quickly going through everything. So if I right click on this, we're just missing a very few aspects now, or research points. So iron ingot is the next one. You can also use it on ores. So if you see an iron ore block, then you can also pick that up. After that, you'll want to scan some mossy cobblestone or moss stone, whatever's in your mod pack. It's all the same. And that will give us some... How do you even pronounce that? Precantatio, I guess. Precantatio, I think. I don't know. But now we need to go back to our research desk. We need to combine Victus, which is that, and Peridito, which is this. So, boom. That will give us Mortis, I think. Anyway, where's Mortis? It should have given us Mortis. Yes, Mortis, death. So you can see we've only been scanning what we actually need for the base items, and we've still got plenty of Terra, Ordo, Air, and Ignis and everything. We haven't got much of these things down here because they're kind of rare compound ones, I think. But it's kind of handy. We've still got a lot of what we need. So once you've gotten those two, you can then move on to chickens. Oh, and a side note, if you want to get both of those in one go, you can scan a potion of weakness. But of course, I didn't really want to bring in that because, you know, not everyone has access to them. Let me just go back to daytime. Okay then, so next you'll want to find a chicken. I can't be bothered to go looking, so I'll just spawn a chicken in and then scan it, which gives us Bestia and Volatus. After this, I'm going really quickly here because I want to get back to the normal game. Some soul sand. Luckily I had... Well, that's a cow. Fuck off, cow. Go away. Here we go. Just bugger off. Go away. There you go. And this gives us Spiritus and Vinculum, or whatever. It gives us these two, whatever you see pops down in the bottom. Vinculum. Or Vinculum. Yeah. It gives us new things. We're almost there. So we'll just drop some paper. Scan that for Cognito, which is kind of a neat thing. And then Rotten Flesh. For some Corpus. Oh, and Humanus. And then we need to just get some Flint. So we'll get 1 Flint. And any wool will do. And if you have a cake, you can scan one of these, but I'm going to do it for the different way, so we get something else. So you can go for an apple. Any apple will do. And a milk bucket. And then finally, obsidian. Oops. So if I just drop that down, scan it, discover instrumentum, drop that down, scan it, discovered fabrical and panis, drop the apple down. We discovered Messi and Frey on all fames, and then oops, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, I can't drop the milk bucket. There we go. So we scan the milk bucket and we discover Sano. It's not really a requirement for other aspects apparently, but you know, we discover Sano, which is nice. And then the last thing we can drop down is some obsidian. So if I just scan that, we discovered Tenbray. Some of the pronunciations I'm going to mess up completely. That's a lot of milk. But if I right click this, and suddenly we have every single aspect we need, which is great. Huzzah! Now we can start combining stuff. So that, if you want to get all the aspects really quickly, just follow this list. I'll put it in the description if I can remember. And you should be able to start off in Thaumic really, really quickly. Okay, so that's basically what I've done in order to get all the aspects. There are other things that you can scan, like snow, blaze, obsidian totems, diamonds, slimes, fence gates, ethereal essences, zombies, skeletons, spider eyes, any hoe, farmland, arrow, telum, leather, any armor, any pickaxe, tainted goo, and blah 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 blah. They're all kind of compound elements that you need to scan, but you can scan any of them at any point now because you have all these base aspects. So what we can do is go back downstairs and hopefully we can finish our research note. Oh, what have we not discovered? Okay. That's annoying. So there's a compound element that we have not discovered and we need to discover it. So that's a shame. Ah. Discovered a clue. A clue! Okay, so we have discovered it. What it was apparently, if I can find it, a compound element called census. Okay, now I believe how this minigame works is you have to link all of these three up by linking aspects that share one another. So this block has to have census. What? No, that's census, isn't it? Yeah. So this block has to have, or this thing has to have cognito in it, and that one has to have ordo, and you have to link them up kind of in this fashion. So I'm going to try and figure this out. This is the route I took. You can have different ones. The mini games get difficult as they go along, I think. And hopefully I have this new research expertise. And now can I right click it? And there we go. Research completed. Research expertise. So if I right click my Thaumic, I become more efficient at performing research. Whenever you remove an aspect that you place in a hex, there's a 25% chance you will regain the research point. And you're also able to see what aspects you need to combine to create an aspect you are hovering over. So when I last done this mini game, when I put a research note in, I should get some more. Okay, let's do research mastery. I need some paper for that though. So I'll see what the next one is and I'll show you what this actually done for me. Whoops. So, a piece of paper, and let's go back to my Thaumic. Let's try research mastery. I'll need scribing tools. I can get them from my desk. I hope. There we go. So, back to Thaumic, research mastery, boom, research note. So let's put the scribing tools in there and the research note in there for research mastery. So now when I hover over these things, I can see what makes them up, which makes the mini game a lot easier. So I used to have go into the Thaumic and click on aspects of magic, and then I'd have to go through all these pages and see what contains what in order to put them in correctly on this. But now I can just scan over them and see what contains what, and then I can, just complete the mini game. So let's see if I can do this quickly. There we go, I've finally done it. Okay, what I'd done was I tried to go this route, but I couldn't find anything to connect them with. Excuse me, so I had to kind of do this, swap it back and forth to get something there. This was pretty difficult. It took me a good 5 to 10 minutes. So these mini games are not easy. I thought it would be easier to do this one, but obviously it was not. But in the end, I managed to complete it by doing this awkward kind of back and forth thing. I ran out of Victus, but I made some more by combining Terra and Aqua. So you can just do that. I've got plenty of these things, so I can just, gain research points doing it that way. So now I have my research mastery. Way! And let's see what this gives us. So completed research mastery, go into my Thaumic, and research mastery, just click on that. You now have become even more efficient at performing research. Whenever you remove an aspect that you replaced in a hex, there is 50% chance you'll regain the point. So it's given us a lot higher chance of getting that point back, giving us a free point. Additionally, there is a 10% chance that whenever you place an aspect, that it will not cost any research points to do so. So that's, pretty nice. Lastly, you are able to combine aspects in the research table by control clicking on the aspect you wish to create. Oh, that's nice. So now if I can't actually show you because I don't have a research point. I don't know what to study next. I think I'll go into advanced node tapping next. I don't have the thing, but I'll probably do that next episode and then show you all about nodes because I'm kind of running out of time on this one and I've been recording for quite a while. So I'll leave this here, and in the next episodes we'll go into nodes, tapping, and probably maybe a wand, I hope. Whatever. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you've learned a lot from this episode like I have, and I'll see you next time. Take care.